In China, more and more daughters are now taking the reins of family businesses. New data shows family firms across Asia are bucking the boardroom status quo. Grace Brown reports now from Beijing.
Christine Wong left her job as a funds manager in Sydney last year. She returned to Beijing to help run the family business, bringing foreigners to China for internships and to learn Chinese.
My reasoning for coming here is that my mother started this business 22 years ago, and she originally started it in Australia, Sydney, Australia, and so I guess this year I decided that it would be a good time to come to China. She's been asking me for several years. I guess the reason why, I guess at the age of 30 it did finally feel right is because I'd had enough of a career or enough experience, I felt, in Australia that I could actually bring something to the table myself.
For decades, she's watched her mother grow their business. Now she's using her corporate background to take it further.
I do everything from renovating the new office to working on some HR matters to doing some sales, making sure our clients are happy and that we're delivering the service that we're renowned for in the industry. I guess you could say my brother is very big picture. He loves coming up with product ideas. I love being creative as well, but at the same time I know that in order to run a business you have to think about the details, all the things to make sure that the business is actually profitable.
According to a study by the National University of Singapore, 42% of family firms in Asia now have at least one female director. But despite this, many women in China are still struggling to get ahead. Chinese women may be seeing more opportunities in family-run businesses, but in other aspects of the workforce, from pay to promotions, inequality between men and women in China remains widespread. In 2010, the National Bureau of Statistics reported that Chinese women earn just 67% what Chinese men do in the same job. That's even lower than in 1990, when they made 78% what their male counterparts did. Law professor Xu Hui has been studying gender discrimination in China for 10 years and says it's gotten worse.
The glass ceiling is still exists, and for sometimes it is even worse. For example, master-in-law students, for the women students, when they get graduation, it's very hard for them to get equal requirement and equal entry to the enterprises or to the other units for the same work condition and get the same pay.
But she says in family businesses, pragmatism often prevails.
I think for those family business, because they have no other choice. On the one hand, it's due to the one-child policy, since for those family business, they only have the daughters. So the daughter has to run the business.
As China's economy grows, many women in it are hoping it will also grow more equal, with family businesses like the Wongs offering an example of what is possible. Grace Brown, CCTV, Beijing.